InvestorIdeas.com podcasts.
Good afternoon and welcome to another episode of InvestorIdeas.com podcast. Today's podcast is sponsored by Cannabis Swiss Corporation, trading on the OTC as CSE, a fully licensed cannabis cultivation and distribution company in Switzerland for recreational tobacco products and medical CBD oils. In today's podcast, going to be looking at a few public and private company announcements, looking at 1933 Industries, trading on the CSE as TGIF and the OTCQX as TGIFF. Also looking at Empiri, which is a new Canadian cannabis skincare line. Medical Marijuana Incorporated, trading on the OTC as MJNA, as well as Allied Corporation, trading on the OTCQB as ALID. So first today, starting with 1933 Industries, who together with Orchid Ventures Incorporated, trading on the CSE as ORCD and the OTC as ORVRF, announced that they've entered into a supply and licensing agreement for the manufacturing and distribution of Orchid products into the regulated Nevada cannabis market. Now, Washington-based Orchid Ventures, through its wholly owned subsidiary Orchid Brands, has entered into an exclusive agreement with 1933 Industries subsidiary Alternative Medicinal Association for the purposes of manufacturing, selling, and marketing Orchid Essential Oils brand products in Nevada, leveraging AMA's extraction expertise and well-established sales and distribution channels. Now, pursuant to the terms of the 3-year agreement, 1933 Industries will purchase Orchid's PureTech hardware and packaging component products and proprietary terpene blends required for the production of Orchid Essential products, and AMA will act as the exclusive supplier of the Orchid Essentials brand products and future lines, and will also purchase these same hardware components, packaging, and terpenes for its own branded product under the same pricing terms. Bringing the Orchid Essentials brand and PureTech hardware to Nevada as an exclusive carrier is a significant strategic alliance for the company, stated Mr. Eugene Ruiz, president of 1933 Industries. And this is a unique opportunity to partner with a company that enables us to expand our offerings with complementary products, enhance our own delivery systems, improve our terpene profiles, and support our sustainability mandate. PureTech's eco-friendly plastic-free wind energy manufactured child-resistant retail packaging cartons and high emission standards provide sustainable product innovation that will differentiate our products with increased consumer appeal. And we're excited to launch new, advanced, and safe products in the vape segment within our portfolio of premium products and look forward to representing the Orchid brand in Nevada. Now, the launch program will focus on the Orchid Classic 0.5 gram high quality vape product line with associated packaging consistent with all Nevada Cannabis Compliance Board rules and regulations, an optimal selection of terpene profiles, and the Orchid batteries also associated with the CCC compliant packaging. Now, Orchid's extensive all-natural terpene line meets a minimum of 97% purity, are third-party tested, and are ISO certified, and the products will be available in select dispensaries by December of this year. 1933 Industries is launching a new product line with Orchid Essentials. Kind of goes with what I was talking about the last couple of weeks, which is expectations for a lot of new products coming into the Nevada market and California market over the next coming months. Again, a lot more of a focus on vape concentrates and sort of Cannabis 2.0 products, and continuing the trend of multiple brands partnering from different states. You're starting to see more and more partnerships like this as, again, companies realize the value of working together versus the vertical integration profile. And again, I would expect to see a bunch more products coming to the Nevada and California markets over the next coming months, and they're probably going to be coming in association with partnered brands from other markets, for instance, from Florida, Washington, Colorado, etc. So very much following the trend of what we're seeing and expecting from Nevada over the next coming months. Next, looking at Canadian cannabis skincare line Empiri, who announced their company launch today. Now, company founder Jennifer Grant is a biochemical engineer by trade and brings her science-based formulas to life through the Empiri skincare line. And Jennifer's goal is to promote invigorated wellness and a sustainable lifestyle that helps connect people to their personal health and the world around them. Now, the launch of Empiri has been several years in the making. From years of testing in our laboratory to perfecting the efficacy of each formulation, the launch of the new Empiri has been a journey of passion and perseverance, and the health-focused mother of three is truly excited to introduce the benefits of Empiri's cannabis root-infused products. Now, clean and green is the heart of the brand, and what separates Empiri skincare products from others is that Empiri is made from extracts of the cannabis root, an underused yet potent part of the cannabis plant. Cannabis root is the foundation of each Imperi product, having been used in traditional Chinese medicine for over 1,000 years. When approaching the creation of this skincare line, my vision and goal was to use real science and engineering to create innovative products that nourish and heal, says Imperi founder Jennifer Grant. I'm thrilled to bring a line of products to market that are not only infused with active cannabis root, but are also plant-powered and cruelty-free. Respecting well-being extends to the planet as well as Imperi, and our products are sustainable and chemical-free, which is very important to me. Now, today, Imperi launches online with 3 products: the Cannabis Sativa Oil Cleanser, Cannabis Sativa Hydration Toner plus Vitamin C, and Cannabis Sativa Daily Moisturizer. And these products are also available together in the Imperi 3-step ritual care system. All Imperi products are produced in a GMP facility containing Canadian-grown cannabis root, and all products from the Imperi contain no THC or CBD, therefore contain all the healing qualities of the cannabis plant without these psychoactive effects. And the currently sale of the online all products for Imperi can now be purchased at imperi.com. What I found interesting about this one was just that they're focusing on the cannabis root. This is something you haven't really seen. It's been minorly discussed. Obviously, there's a lot of the cannabis plant that is extremely beneficial medicinally for lots of different uses, and lots of different parts of it in certain formulas can be extremely effective. I've only seen a few companies that have focused on any products with the cannabis root or even the leaves, for instance. There's been a couple companies that have been making tea from the cannabis leaves. Again, a non-psychoactive, but still immune boosting or general wellness product that can still be effective. And I do think that there's going to be more and more of these types of products coming to market, as well as, again, people's understanding of the cannabis use and plant becomes a little bit more knowledgeable. You're going to see new types of products and new types of understanding of formulations and product knowledge that can be created. Again, you might see more products come out with cannabis root emphasis in them. We've seen a similar thing with when CBD took off. You saw also a lot of hemp seed oil products popping up. And I do think that in general, this should be the policy for lots of these companies, is to look at all the avenues of products you can create from the single plant, and as opposed to wasting a lot of this plant biomass. Again, the leaves, the roots, a lot of these components of the stalk as well are all discarded, and a lot of them just given away to dumps. And there still is a big issue with this within the cannabis sector today. So it's nice to see that there are companies and at least people who are focusing on using these excess parts to still make health and wellness products. And again, they do have a lot of natural health and wellness effects and benefits that can be benefited or gained from out of them. So hopefully, again, this trend continues to pick up. But for right now, one of the few companies is actually focusing on, again, using the roots for active ingredients. Next, looking at Medical Marijuana Incorporated, who announced that subsidiary Cannaway has launched a new product line designed to support its Evolve 8-week health and fitness program, as well as other healthy lifestyles. Now, led by fitness and nutrition expert Dan Miller, Cannaway Evolve is a complete fitness and nutrition program that focuses on the fundamentals of evolutionary science to help participants achieve their fitness goals. In addition to the Evolve product line, participants who join the program receive an additional educational booklet and tracking sheet, weekly live video training from Miller, and access to a support community of over 1,500 fellow participants. Now more than ever, we must get creative and find new ways to take extra care of our health, said Dan Miller, Cannaway spokesperson. These products are great tools for those looking to become stronger, do more, and feel their best every day. Now, the 3 botanical nutrition products are designed to support people on their journey to a more fulfilling life by focusing on energy, movement, digestion, and immune support. And they are the Cannaway Core Hemp Protein Blend, which is offered in both chocolate mousse and vanilla creme brulee flavors. The Cannaway Boost Immune Support Supplement, designed to utilize the synergy of ProImmune's Immune Formulation 200 and vitamin D. And Cannaway Spark Energy and Metabolism Booster, which is crafted from guarana, taurine, bitter orange root, cordyceps mushrooms, and ashwagandha, and these capsules naturally support cellular energy and optimize the body's own metabolism. Now, according to Grandview research analysts, the U.S. dietary supplement market is expected to reach $230.73 billion by 2027, said Cannaway CEO Blake Schroeder. And we are proud to be able to offer our customers the high-quality products they desire while continuing to focus our sales efforts on lucrative industries outside of our core product category of hemp-based CBD. So there you go. There's another company focusing on health, wellness, and supplement markets. And I really do think that this is going to be something that goes hand in hand with a lot of these companies moving forward. Is there's going to be the focus on either CBD or THC infused products, or dry herb, whatever it is. and then also the health and wellness products that are non-THC or non-CBD infused. I think that for a lot of these companies, having both of those avenues open to them is a smart play, especially with the uptick in wellness trends globally that have been affected by COVID-19. So in general, we've seen a lot of companies mostly adopt to this just out of necessity over the last several months, as a lot of them have even moved to some sort of sanitary products or, again, just general health and wellness products to have a secondary revenue angle. But I do think that in general, this trend is picking up for most of these cannabis companies, and you will see more and more of them have, again, sort of a secondary non-psychoactive segment of their or of their business that they'll also be making products out of as well. And lastly, today, looking at Allied Corporation, an international medical cannabis company focused on creating and providing targeted cannabinoid health solutions, who announced the filing of a new United States provisional patent application entitled Psilocybin Compositions and Formulations and Their Use in Treating Mental Health Disorders and Improving Mental Health. Now, the provisional patent application covers a novel combination of psilocybin and proprietary mushroom formulations, as well as a novel treatment regimen targeting post-traumatic stress, depression, and general anxiety. Now, psilocybin is the active pharmaceutical ingredient contained in the Golden Teacher psychedelic mushrooms. Along with the novel treatment regimen, Allied's formulation consists of novel microdose ratios of several medical mushroom compounds combined with additional natural health molecules. Adding the psilocybin pharmaceutical product leverages our clinical trial expertise and infrastructure while simultaneously broadening our product offering beyond cannabis, said Callum Hughes, CEO of Allied. With this provisional patent application, we have deepened our pharmaceutical pipeline in our key therapeutic areas of PTSD, depression, and general anxiety. So another company from the cannabis space getting some sort of patent or entry into the psilocybin and psychedelics market, again, following the trend that we've seen from a lot of companies over the last year. What I do find interesting, and it's something I've talked about a lot in the past with cannabis, is obviously the difficulty with maintaining patents and intellectual property within this industry. The same thing goes for psilocybin and for the psychedelics industry. Again, these patents probably will be mostly useless in the long term until things change dramatically, or at least in the short term, Maybe in the long term, there could be some benefits if more regulatory bodies get on board and actually fully regulate the patents and intellectual property surrounding these industries, but that does seem to be quite a distance away. Another thing here is that a lot of these patents are sort of overlapping. We've seen tons of different patents coming out from both Canada and the US regarding psilocybin treatment of PTSD, of anxiety. All of them seem to follow very similar formulas. And the proprietary sort of idea that you're going to have some sort of new innovation or technology or formulation or style of therapy that hasn't been utilized already with these compounds is sort of a little bit outlandish. Again, there has been tons of research being done with psilocybin mushrooms and with psychedelics in general in lots of different countries and as well in North America over the last 40 to 60 years. As much as there's been a slowdown on it because of legalization issues, it still has continued pretty much unstopped. And again, a lot of these companies who are jumping into this space now, you can tell that a lot of them don't really have a full understanding of what's going on within this industry. So it is interesting to see who's jumping in, how they're getting into this space. But I do think that there's still going to be a huge learning curve for a lot of these companies entering into that area regarding what the actual formulations and demands are, and also how you can differentiate yourself from the other companies and other research teams working within this same space. That's all for today's podcast. And once again, today's podcast was sponsored by Cannabis Swiss Corporation, trading on the OTC as CSUI, a fully licensed cannabis cultivation and distribution company in Switzerland for recreational tobacco products and medical CBD oils. That's all for today's podcast. Podcast is now a certified word trademark on the blockchain through Cognate Incorporated CM certification. InvestorIdeas.com podcasts are also available on iTunes, Spotify, Google Play Music, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, Spreaker, and TuneIn. If you'd like to be a guest or sponsor of this podcast, please contact InvestorIdeas.com. Investor Ideas reminds all listeners to read our disclaimers and disclosures on the InvestorIdeas.com website, and this podcast is not an endorsement to buy products or services or securities. Investors are reminded that all investments involve risk and possible loss of investment. Investor Ideas does not condone the use of cannabis except where permissible by law. Our site does not possess, distribute, or sell cannabis products.